Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's special midnight edition of After Dark Beers. On the panel, we have John.
Hello.
We have Alex, the beer master, back for another one.
My cat is sleeping now. I'm glad to be back at After Dark Beers.
Yeah, miscellaneous beer reviews with a sleeping cat. We also do not see Chatio's pussy. We have Cinderella's slipper Chatio.
She's turning into a pumpkin as we speak. It's kind of late.
Yes, and myself,
We're live.
Road Brewery, BRB. It is late. Welcome to the panel. Welcome to the chat. Let's just jump right into this one. We're going to get John and Ellie up to show us what dark beer he is bringing to morning.
To morning.
Yeah, in the morning. Yeah.
Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Lordy.
Good morning, everybody. Excuse me. All right. So I have a very special beer for tonight, just because I love BuMpY. I love you guys, and usually I'm exhausted when a lot of these streams go on, just because, especially the After Dark, because it's on Sunday night after Stout Sunday, and I've usually been drinking all day or doing other stuff, and I'm tired. I am productive sometimes. So I've got from Boulevard Brewing Company. This is the Imperial Cask Cuvée. It's a limited release. It is an ale. It's a stout, aged in bourbon, rye, and Madeira barrels. It clocks in at 13.8% ABV. It's also 30 IBUs. Boulevard Brewing Company is out of Kansas City, Missouri, and this bottle was packaged on November 19th, 2021. So there you go.
Awesome.
Let's see what the Johnny boy.
Ever having this one, right, John?
So I have not yet reviewed this on my channel, and there is an examination that will probably take place within the next few weeks. So this is a Bumpy Road exclusive right now. It has not been done before. So very excited about this. Boulevard makes awesome beers. Their whiskey barrel stout is one of the best bourbon barrel stouts out there. It's right up there with the CBS and the Bourbon County. So, like I said, it doesn't list this as a stout, but this is definitely a stout. Didn't pour with much of a head, but it's got like a dark tan bordering on beige. And as you can see, if my camera's picking it up, it is jet black. I can see myself as we are broadcasting in the reflection of the glass. So very dark appearance.
Whoa, man.
And I guess I'll come back around with the aroma and the tasting notes on the next go-round.
Cheers to the panel, and cheers to the chat. I saw Mary and Butch showed up there very confused right now. Another episode? I can see it right in Mary's face right now. Another one?
Her tone of text, she was very confused.
We got Chatio here in the panel and chat. Cheers.
Yes, sir. I'm everywhere.
And then Josh A. Also last beer. He couldn't push himself to do another beer tonight, so he only carries the big.
We tried to get Josh to come on. He was hanging out with us, but he didn't want to do any more blow because he's got to go to bed and he's got to get up really early for work tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, cheers to Lone Star. Hey, I'm going to leave
I love Miscellaneous' reactions to everything. I'm just kidding. Of course, he doesn't do any illicit drugs.
I swear to God, my dad was watching when it started and Miscellaneous was laughing his ass off. Made me start laughing. I didn't know why.
If Mary and Butch want to join up with something other than a Budweiser, there is the
no food coloring. Budweiser and food coloring does not count. It has to be a roasted malty beer.
Lone Star, if you have a dark beer like a porter, brown ale, stout, join us.
Yeah. Lone
Black
Star.
IPA.
Keep it up, Jonas.
You might as well. You mentioned that that TV series there about Pirates of the Black Flag. So yeah, bring something like that.
Yeah.
But Alex is here. He's got a beer to share.
Well, I'm actually here on the second time around, and I think this is cool to do these midnight editions once in a blue moon. I think it's freaking badass.
Yeah.
So the
Very
legendary
cool.
BuMpY actually had this when he was hanging out with me, or actually after he hanged out with me, but I gave it to him. It is the Brewberry Imperial Stout with blackberry and coffee. And it is a 8.5% by volume. I've never had this, but the legendary BuMpY has.
Yep.
According to legendary BuMpY, I do not think he tasted coffee, or at least the berry. I think he tasted the coffee, but I don't think he tasted the berry. I think that's what it was, right? Legendary BuMpY.
Yeah. I didn't care for that beer myself, but we'll see what you think about it when you do drink it and stuff.
Don't be
it was a collaboration between Night Shift Brewing Company with their coffee. So they use Night Shift coffee, and it's Cape May Brewing Company as well.
You got it, my brother. Cape May Brewing, which is
all right. So it's Cape May's Imperial Stout with blueberries, and then
that's the same brewery. Cape May.
Night Shift's coffee. Yeah.
I've had some Night Shift beers courtesy of Brandon and Trish, and so Night Shift, just for all the viewers out there, they are a brewery, but they also make their own coffee. So it's not really a collab beer; it's their own coffee and their own beer mixed together. Correct?
Yeah. Yes.
All
I believe the legendary BuMpY is saying that, and so that's cool. I'm looking forward to opening this up right now and see what it looks like.
Kyle, what are you talking about?
Oh, come on. You got to read the whole chat. It's pretty freaking.
I'm not reading this. Yeah, I didn't have to. I just saw that one comment.
This late night chat is awesome right now. Cheers, chat. You guys are cracking me up.
Late night. Nothing. Hey, anything goes late night, as long as you're drinking a dark beer, right?
Oh, crap. Well, this Pilsner may not pass.
I'll smell it next time around, but I'll give you the free finger head. 1, 2, free finger head. Is a perfect stout beer, and we'll see what it tastes like and stuff like that next time around. I'm really looking forward to trying it. Will I like it? Maybe it'll be like BuMpY, and I'll say, it doesn't taste good, but we'll see.
Yeah, don't let my.
Or maybe you'll be like, oh my God, it's the best freaking beer I've ever had.
True that.
Maybe.
True that. Okay.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
Okay.
Okay. The cookie.
The cookie.
The cookie. Oh, the chatio with a chipped tooth, and it won't be fixed for 2 weeks. So cheers. All right. So tonight I am bringing Horny Goats chocolate peanut butter porter. It is, I think, 6.5%, 55 IBUs. I forget where they're out of. I thought it was Wisconsin. Yeah, it is. Craft beer in Wisconsin. So cheers to
They're actually Chatio. They're owned by InBev now.
Well, fuck it. Let's just open it up and just dump it down the drain, shall we?
No, it's a great beer.
It's a great beer.
Keep it up there, Chad.
Everybody, all these breweries that sell out get a bad rap, or a lot of them do.
But man, before they sold out, they were really good. So.
They didn't change. No, they didn't change anything.
That's good.
It's a great beer. Yeah, I got it. I just wanted to mention that.
I didn't know that they sold out. Oh yeah, this is just like jet black. You can't really see through it, except for at the very itty bitty at the bottom, a little bit of mahogany down there, about a finger and a half head. And I will give you the aroma, the taste, and yes.
Oh shit, we're doing this again, huh?
Fuck! Oh god damn it! It's your turn, miscellaneous. Put them on! Put them on! Put them on! Trying to do midnight magic. There we go.
All right. Well, I got some local Florida brewery. I got this Funky Buddha here. This is a peanut butter and jelly brown ale.
They must be never heard of them. They obviously are new.
6.4%, 35 IBUs. They're out of Oakland Park, Florida.
What was the ABV again? It was
6.4,
okay.
35 IBUs.
Oh man, peanut butter and jelly. That sounds good.
It's got a niceness to it. This is over a year old. My buddy forgot he had some in the fridge at the store.
Would be interesting to see, how it holds up.
I think it meets the SRM level.
Oh, it definitely meets the SRM level.
Oh yeah, barely.
Dark, rich, and sexy, baby.
All right, so you got about Alex middle finger head.
Keep up there, Andrew. I heard you.
It is. I don't know, man. Looks maybe a little off-white, but maybe a cream-colored, very, very tight-knit bubbled head. The beer is deep, dark, rich mahogany, and we'll talk about it next round. Oh, this shit's so good. It's so good.
Let's give it up to BuMpY, who's not even here.
I don't want
So,
to.
BuMpY will be back shortly.
Did Chatty already go?
Yes. It's your turn, sir.
Your turn.
It's
Okay.
you.
It's like, God damn it.
So I have a homebrew. This one is the Bourbon Road. It's my Imperial Bourbon, Imperial Stout with Knob Creek maple flavored bourbon, aged sort of on oak char 3 spirals.
Oaks,
Just to give it a little bit of that extra oakiness. Trying to make it taste like a bourbon barrel aged maple Imperial Stout. Anyways, it's 8.5% ABV. Poured it out of the keg. That's what it looks like. It had a bigger head when I first poured it, but it does die down quickly. But yeah, dark head. If I can never do this. I suck so much.
Shake it up.
You don't want to shake it too much because you don't want to.
But yeah, it's got a pretty dark kind of head on it if you can form it.
Shake it, don't break it.
Khaki, the caramel colored head. Very dark black beer. Even if you hold it up to light, there's like hardly any color that will come through. Just a little bit of a redness down in the reservoir. Very, very small amount. But yeah, that's what the Bourbon Road looks like. And we'll bring it back to Nelly as we go full bore.
All right, what's up? To all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching, John and Nelly back at you. All right, so we already did the pour, all of that. Imperial Cask Cuvée, 13.8%, 9D, not 90, 30 IBUs. So yeah, jet black, the head died down. Let me show you a proper swirl there, BuMpY. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Nothing's coming back. Ain't nothing coming back with this. I'm getting alcohol legs though, because it is 13.8% after all. Okay, so with the aroma, all right, it's aged in bourbon, rye, and Madeira barrels. The bourbon is definitely the lead. Bourbon, rye, I guess those kind of go together. The Madeira, I'm not really familiar with that, but it is definitely boozy in the best possible way on the nose. There's no way you can smell this and say, oh, it's a session, or oh, it's very, very slow. It smells boozy. But if you're a barrel aged connoisseur like myself, if you love barrel aged stuff, this is one of the best aromas you could possibly imagine. It's so complex. You're getting the bourbon, you're getting a little bit of that rye spice, possibly the Madeira as well. I don't feel qualified to really delve too much into that. A little bit of dark chocolate, a little bit of caramel, some toffee, some bready, like dark toasted bread notes. Almost a little bit of a licorice note, which I wasn't picking up on before, but it's every time you get every time you get into this, you pick up on something else, and I'm assuming you're laughing at the chat. Either that, or I sound like.
No, it's a chat.
I think Bumpy's
I mean, you could do both. Yeah. So it smells absolutely delightful. It's just the complexity with this is out of bounds. It's hard to even really put a pin in it because it's got a little bit of everything. So let's get into it. Cheers. Thanks, BuMpY, for doing this.
Cheers, legendary Johnny boy.
Cheers. Alex, we just talked about this.
It's all right. That's just one for the evening.
Yeah, okay.
And count them up at the end of the night as long as it's under.
It's Johnny Angel.
Okay. Oh, let me get one more sip. Yeah, wow. So the barrel notes come through immediately, but it's not too much. You're getting a little bit of the bourbon, maybe a little bit of a spicy note from the rye barrels. The middle of the sip with this, it leads into a substantial, dark, roasted, bready malt character. Very dark. Not charred, but very, very dark. You're getting a little bit of that dark chocolate, a little bit of that caramel, a little bit of toffee as well. It's very rich. So the toffee notes with this are really coming through nicely. The body is definitely, it's on the heavy side. It's warming. It's boozy. It's barrely. It's everything that a barrel-aged stout drinker would want. This is actually even better than the whiskey barrel stout from Boulevard because the complexity is just it's next level shit because of all the different barrels that they age this in. I wish I knew more about Madeira because I probably would be able to describe some of the notes that I'm picking up on as Madeira notes, but
it's a wine barrel.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm just not a big wine drinker, so I'm not very familiar with Madeira. But it definitely has the bourbon, the rye, the whiskey notes are definitely coming through. Like I said, the rich bready notes, the toffee and the caramel. Carbonation, pretty much non-existent. The head's not going to stick around. This is a sipper. This is something that you drink with your rich friends and you smoke a Cuban cigar by a fucking campfire or something. This is as good as it gets with this type of beer. And it really wasn't for the 4-pack. I think it was either $13 or $14.99, which for this caliber of a brew is incredible, especially considering the time that they put into it, aging it in 3 different barrels, bourbon, rye, and the Madeira. It doesn't specify how long, but I mean, my goodness. The bitterness is very low. It's definitely warming going down. It's got the boozy finish, but it's kind of hard to describe because a lot of times when I do my reviews, I'm like, oh, well, it's a 12% beer, but it drinks like a session. It's got the barrel notes, but it's not warming. It's not this, it's not that. This is the complete opposite of what I would normally say. Like, you want the boozy effect with this because it's so well put together and it's just an outstanding beer. And of course, you're not getting the carbonation because of all the different barrel aging. I mean, whatever, that's to be expected. I wouldn't expect a lot of carbonation from this beer. It drinks super smooth though, and like I said, I wish I had a Cuban cigar right now to light up to complement this beer. It's just an outstanding beer. And I'll come back around. I'll come back around with my final thoughts and Randy here in a little bit, but I'm going to sip on it, let it warm up a little bit. This is one that will just develop until the last drop. It's an absolutely incredible beer, and I love it. And what better way to drink it than hanging out with my BFFs on late night after dark beers. Woo!
Big fat friends, BFFs.
I did. Okay.
That's supposed to judge me, man.
Alex.
All right.
Bellissimo.
You know what to
And
do.
I will tell you this, Johnny boy,
That's two.
that I've never seen you smoke a cigar. So I don't know. I'll have to see you do a review on that. That would be cool with a beer.
Well, I won't do. No, you will not see that ever on my chat but I do enjoy a good cigar with a nice whiskey
Smoke a nice bag with a goose.
Well, maybe I can watch it off air then. You don't have to do it on YouTube.
We'll do it secretly because
There
nobody
you go,
knows
there
that
you
I
go, you're
smoke
golden.
cigars. Oh wait,
You're
no, we're
golden.
live now. Everybody knows I smoke cigars.
Nah,
Oh,
who
shit.
cares?
Yeah, I do too.
You'll
buddy.
forget.
You're good.
So what I'm going to be doing, I've heard of night shift coffee. I've never had night shift coffee. I've had night shift beers, and as far as I know, they were good. But this will be the first time I've actually had a Cape May from Cape May, New Jersey, clad with night shift brewing coffee. So let's see what this looks like. I'll show you what it looks like, and we'll go from there. That's what it looks like. It has great alcohol legs. Is it going to be delicious? It's been a couple months. I haven't drank it. One of my friends gave it to me. Nice head. That's for sure. So let's see what it smells like. And it's nice dark too.
Better be. This is after dark beers.
And honestly, I don't
I've
want to be mean.
I've got a Pilsner.
This doesn't smell good to me at all. I don't know
Oh.
why, but maybe it's just my nose. Now, could it taste good is the mystery. So we're going to find out in 2 seconds. Cheers.
Cheers.
Good luck, Alex.
It's good.
All right.
It's not the best. I mean, I'm hoping in the next several months to a year, they'll make another beer similar to this, but not with the berry, and see what happens. It is a good beer. I'm gonna see if I taste any berry.
It's very delicious.
I taste a little bit of berry. Not too much coffee.
Okay.
Let me see what the date is. Where is it?
2009.
No, that would be crazy, wouldn't it? The date here is BD, I think, RN, and then it's 1981, and then
1981.
02. What's that?
February of
It says,
1981.
run.
Oh shit!
That doesn't that sounds weird because it didn't even exist then. So 0 2 0 2 0 6 2 0 1 3 4 7.
It's
That's
just fucking garbage.
That's the
Yeah,
code.
it's
I got the similar code on the bottom of mine, so you will not know unless you type in that code.
So it's a good beer, but
So does it taste? It's obviously it's got to taste better than it smells. You said it didn't smell good at all, so it tastes better than it smells, right?
right. It does. It does has that same taste, but it tastes better. So it doesn't make any sense.
I was born in 1987, Mary. So
I was 83, so I guess you're like
I was
born in
negative. I was
81.
negative. I was negative
Well-
6, Mary, when you graduated.
negative.
This
2.
is not. This is really not a great beer.
Well, it's a good beer to have for your last beer of the night, right, Alex?
Yeah, it's a good beer of that, but I will give it a rating, and I'll give it a rating. I'll give it a rating next round, but it's not going to be a high rating.
You can't disappoint us already. You have to keep us in suspense.
Did that on the last round.
I'm not
Why?
going
I
to tell
did
you.
that last night. You guys knew I was going to trash.
I'm
that
not
beer
going
I
to tell you
had.
what it is. Not
And
yet.
I want you to think really hard about your rating, because once you throw out a number, you can't change it. The first number that comes out of your mouth is the last number that comes out of your mouth.
John, you're going to owe me now.
He owes you nothing.
All right.
All righty. Well, I reviewed this
Appreciate you.
beer like a week ago. I don't even remember when I scored this beer a week ago. So, brand new score, I guess, tonight. The aroma, Reese's peanut butter cups. That's all I'm getting from this. It's just pure Reese's peanut butter cups.
Authentic Reese's peanut butter cups, or like the generic, like waxy chocolate.
It's Kroger brand. I'm smelling. It's Piggly Wiggly, Kroger, Publix, you know, all that jazz. No, but it still smells really good. But yeah, it can smell like, I can't tell if it's like, it smells different than it did, let's say, 7 years ago when I first had it before, I guess, in Bev.
That beer's 7 years old.
Yes, cheers. No, but when I first had this Horny Goats, the peanut butter porter was like, oh God, it was longer than that. God, it's like 10 years ago. Thank God, where did the time go? All right, cheers on the taste it.
So they're probably one of the first breweries to start putting out the peanut butter chocolate.
I think so, because they were the first one I ever saw, and now I'm starting to see some other ones crawl out. The flavor is just as phenomenal as it was. It does taste like a peanut butter cup. Dark chocolate, though. It's a dark chocolate that I'm getting from it. Just very pungent dark chocolate. Josh, go to bed. Yeah, I mean, I can taste the sweetness, the sugars, the peanut butter, the chocolate. There's not a whole lot else to say. I am a peanut butter cup fan, so unlike Alex, I'm going to actually give it probably a pretty good score.
Awesome, baby. I'm the same way. I love my peanut butter.
I'm passing the microphone across the pole. Hold on. Catch it. Ah. There you go.
Like a magnet.
Drop.
Yeah. So, for the Funky Buddha, the no crust, peanut butter and jelly brown ale. Poured up pretty good. Had a pretty good looking head. I put it in the freezer because it took a while to get around. Nobody likes drinking warm beer. Unless it's supposed to be drank warm. I don't know, man. This is very preserved, jammy, like up front. I get like strawberries and grape jelly. There's a nice malt in there. It does. It's like white bread. And the peanut butter is very mild. It doesn't smell like artificially flavored peanut butter, that chemical shit that they put in there. And you know when you get it, it's just overpowering. It's just it smells like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So yeah, it's got like I said, it's got a really dark brown appearance. It's like a yellowish brown. The light barely comes through, so. A year old, this beer is. Tastes pretty good. The taste held up.
What's the ABV there, Andrew?
6.4%.
It's a strong beer. At least in my opinion, anyway.
Stronger than 5%. Yeah.
The flavor has died out since the first time I had it, but I still get the same, like the flavor notes come through. I get the strawberry, grape preserve, breadiness. I get that peanut butter note. I mean, I can't wait for them to put this back out. What is it? What did I say? Oak Park, Florida. I know they got bought out by Constellation. Same people that Corona and stuff like that. Yeah. But they've still been putting out their specialty beers. They have a regular macro set that they put out, but they still make their specialty beers, which is nice, and they're always up to par. So
sorry, Shane Fudge is in the chat. He's up right now watching. I don't know what he's doing, but you should join. Shane Fudge has the most incredible cellar of any single human being that I
He
know.
sure does.
If you don't have the link in the chat already, the live chat, post it in the chat because Shane Fudge, if you're watching and you could join and drink a sexy dark beer with us.
He has every beer he has every beer you can imagine, at least in my opinion.
Fudge is an awesome guy. I love that guy. Band teacher, awesome dude, down to earth, fun loving. Yeah, join the party, buddy.
Oh yeah, I like Shane Fudge. He's cool beans.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I didn't want to get too off there. I just wanted to, Shane, if you're still watching, join.
I think I can knock this wrench away.
Oh boy. You're saying facts. That's okay, John.
Oh. Fucking Josh. Pity party. Pity party.
All right. The bourbon road. Let's see what the freak I can get off this shit.
Awesome. Bourbon road is awesome.
Booze.
It does have a little bit of a bourbon-y type aroma. Very slight. A little bit of that kind of maple shining through. Some chocolate. Kind of mid-range chocolate. A little bit sweet, a little bit bitter. Can't really get any hop aromas out of this one. I can't remember what the hell hops I used in it. It's been so long since I brewed now. It's been like 3 or 4 months.
Centennial. Simcoe.
I think Centennial might have been in there. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, I mean, it smells all right. You know, for a homebrew that I did, it smells like something you might actually buy from a pro brewery. I'm not saying it's going to be like Founders or anything spectacular, but it smells decent. Maybe a little bit of some deep, dark fruit notes in there.
Wow. Anelli's had that beer.
Yeah.
I have.
He has. Where's my bottle?
I've had Tristan Dish and Legendary BuMpY-isms already. That was a good beer. I'm hoping to look forward to trying different beers of BuMpY because it was good so far.
Yeah.
Continue on. Cheers.
It's an imperial stout, not of any great nature. Wow. I wish I could show that. It looks like
Wait. Let's see it.
look at that shit.
Oh my God, look at that.
It looks like the
What the hell?
It kind of looks like the Chatio C in the middle of it. It's like Chatio's.
That's sexy. That's like those coffee things that
over
you
your
That is insane. That is so cool.
Pretty sexy.
It's a swirl right there. That C is from Colorado. I just stole it.
I know you did. I didn't know that until I looked up the Colorado. Yeah.
It's free to use, so I can't get in trouble for it.
I burned I got your shirt in the mail the other day. I burned it.
Notes to it. There's some chocolates in there. Kind of a mix of chocolates once again, kind of not quite going into milk chocolate, but kind of that mild sweet chocolate to dark bitter. A little bit of a maple type note. Far-fetched, but there might be a little bit of oak char as well.
There it is.
Picking up on a bit of the black patent malt that's in there, because there is quite a bit of black patent malt in this, so it does kind of have that kind of bitter effect coming from the malt itself, almost going into a carbon, like if you burn popcorn, but not quite there. This one has had some time to mellow out in the keg. It's been in the keg for a while now, a few months. ABV is well hidden. I don't taste any alcohol. There's no alcohol presence at all, like in the aroma or feel or taste. So 8.5 is well hidden, but that's no big great feat nowadays. Maybe back in the 1980s.
That would be flexing right there, yeah.
It's Yeah, it's fine. It drinks, like I said, kind of robust. It doesn't really have like a ton of like real coffee type notes or anything like that, but it does drink like a stout. It's got stout flavors without being too much of anything. Um, it's balanced, I guess, like a balanced imperial stout, not too bitter, not too sweet, just balanced out. It's got flavor notes from here to there, well mixed. It's it's decent for what it is. I do wish there was more notes coming through. Like I really wish that this one hit more like it was barrel aged. I have to work on that without actually barrel aging because that would just be ridiculous.
Overkill.
But I don't know. With the amount of time I spend between brewing beers, I guess I could actually fucking barrel age something. So maybe I should do that. I should just brew a bunch of 5-gallon batches, mix them all into fill up a barrel of some sort, like get a small barrel, and just let it sit there for a year or two. And yeah,
You should be golden, Bumpy.
Oh,
my
yeah.
friend.
I'll stick it under the house and just let it, mingle with the spiders and centipedes, and
I don't know if that would be good.
there we
Legendary.
go.
I don't think that'd be good unless you want spiders in your beer. Appreciate
But
it.
Josh is sick now, huh?
That's how you become Spider-Man.
man.
But Josh is sick. What's wrong with him?
Yeah, Josh. Well, Josh, I said you were dead to me before.
Hey, he said he wasn't allowed on panel, so he got the heck out before he started.
Oh my God, you're a trip.
You can't be an adult.
I don't want an adult tomorrow
You should
either.
go to sleep, Josh. Though, if you're gonna stay up and chat, you should just come on and drink a beer. I mean, seriously.
I mean, what the hell? 18% is like the next, 6.5. So
But
Well,
yeah, I'm gonna be thinking. I'll be drinking on this a little bit and thinking of a score for it. But yeah, it's not bad. I mean, I'm not ashamed to let people try this one. It's not like a beer I would hide and say, "Oh, it's ugly."
well, I've already told you,
No,
Bumpy.
it's
I'm
decent.
trying all your beers, so you're good with me.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Let's go back to Anelli to.
So I just want to say before I give my final thoughts and ratings on the beer that I'm currently drinking, I want everybody out there in YouTube land to disregard what Bumpy said about his own beer because he's overly critical and harsh on his own stuff.
For that.
I've had the beer that he's drinking tonight, and I will say that the Knob Creek comes through just enough. The maple notes are perfect. It's nice and roasty and toasty and caramel and toffee and dark chocolate, and you get the bourbon barrel aging. And then a little bit of warming sensation down the throat. And it's a fucking 98 out of 100 all day, every day. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise, including the brewer himself, Bumpy Road. He's a glutton for punishment.
He wants everything perfect. That's what basically
It is.
trying to do.
It's a beautiful. It's
Good
a 98. It's a world class. It's a world class stout. And it's got all the bourbon barrel aging that you could possibly ask for a beer that's not technically bourbon barrel aged. Those oak spires, or the oak spirals with the Knob Creek and the maple and all of that. It's almost slightly CBS-esque with the maple syrup notes. A little bit thinner body, but it drinks really smooth, much like transition to the beer that I'm drinking right now. The Boulevard Imperial Cask Cuvée. Now, this one has a lot more body. It's aged in 3 different barrels, whereas Bumpy's is not aged in any barrels, but it does have that barrel-aged finish. This one is outstanding. The bourbon and the rye spice notes are coming through a little bit more. The dark chocolate, the roasty, toasty malt character. The booziness with this is just out of bounds, out of this world, but in the best possible way. If you don't like boozy beers, I guess this wouldn't be one for you. But if you like barrel-aged stouts, more than likely you're going to like these types of notes. It may be a little bit stronger than what you're used to because for a 13.6, it does drink more on the boozy side versus, let's say, a 14.6 Bourbon County. But this has everything you want. And it's well balanced. Well, it doesn't have any hop character, and it's not highly carbonated. But what do you expect with a triple barrel aged behemoth of a beer? I'm going to give it a 99. I'm going to give it a 99. It's that good. It is. If you gave it 100, I would. If you gave it 100, I wouldn't argue with you. Boulevard, the whiskey barrel stout, some of the other cuvées that I've had from them over the years. I mean, it's just outstanding. They don't hold back on the barrel aged stuff. I feel like a lot of the breweries that do the barrel aged products, I'll give you an example. Founders. Everybody loves Founders, right? The CBS, the KBS, all this stuff we're talking about. The barrel notes in those beers do not come through like this here. This is one for extreme barrel lovers like myself. This is probably offensive to a lot of people. I get that because it is strong. It is boozy. They do not try to hide the booziness with this, but it's freaking outstanding. It's well done. It's complex. It's like a $400 bottle of bourbon that's just got, it's like Pappy Van Winkle of beers. It's got a little bit of everything. It's just it's strong, it's bold, but it's everything that a true and Shane Fudge just got me all excited. I don't even so 99 out of 100 for this. I love it. Love this beer. And cheers to Shane Fudge for hopping on, and that's all I got. So
BuMpy. Hey, what's up, brother? Appreciate you.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, my brother?
Cheers.
So, Alex, before you go, if Shane can show.
Oh no, let the legendary Shane do it since he's in. Yeah.
And then Shane, just
Don't
don't give a score or anything, and then we'll go back to Alex and he give a score, and then we'll go to miscellaneous, Chatty-O, and.
Okay.
I'm last now.
Yeah, let the legendary Shane do it.
No, you're second.
Stop your whining.
Fine. You want to be like that? Boom. There.
Yes.
Well, I gotta go to work soon.
Okay. Boom.
Yeah, don't let me hang you guys up. By any means.
Oh no, we want you to come on. We want to hear from you because you're on now. So.
Well, I was born a month late, and it's better late than never, I guess. So
Right.
I just saw you guys on there, and so I'd say hi and encourage someone like me. I guess I'll come on. I've got a bunch of different beers, trying to decide which one to do. I don't know. I saw someone mention the Mother's Materfamilias a while ago on your chat, and I started saying, I really like that beer. I got that. I have a 2020 right here. I saw the 2021 just the other day in the store, and I picked it up and had it at the counter, and I decided to get the Hop Slam 6-pack instead, and I put it back down. Materfamilias will be there. I'll get it. I'll get it.
That's good.
Hop Slam, I got about halfway through the Hop Slam so far. It's okay. I don't think it's my favorite. But
You said the Hop Slam?
Hop Slam by Bell's. Yeah, they just.
Yeah, I got one in my fridge still. The funny thing is that I put it to the back of the fridge and I keep forgetting it's there.
Yeah,
I made because I like start to like drink all the beers out of my fridge and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah,
you have a Hop Slam back there? Oh,
when did you put it in there? Legendary BuMpy. When did you put it in
for like a month?
Wow,
That's it. That's not long.
Several years ago, I decided to experiment with Hop Slam. I'd heard that it'd make a good barley wine, and the last year they put them in bottles. I saved one of those, and I still have it. I think it's like a 2015 or something. And then I saved like a couple of years after that, and then a couple of years after that. So I got like 5 years of aged.
You got a vertical, nice.
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe they put it back in the bottles this year. Apparently, I saw it for the first time in years, but I don't know. Y'all want to hear this one? I've done this before, John. I know you've heard me talk about this one.
I know. I've never had it. I get all worked up.
We're good. We don't need to hear about that.
What beer is it?
He's done it 4 times. What else?
There you go.
God damn it, BuMpy.
Hey, you little rascal, you.
Crank it up.
I could-
Crank it up. Crack
I
it
can-
open. Let's go.
I also I picked up a 2015 KBS. I had in my fridge in there too. I decided to
Awesome
bring that out.
beans.
But whatever. I mean, I can. I don't care. I don't have to do any.
Oh,
of
it's a
them. You guys
vote.
have
Wow. I don't. They're both awesome. I like to hear you talk about the Matter Familiars because I don't ever get.
Okay.
I
Here
have a CBS actually legendary too.
we
It's
go.
unique. Nobody ever. It's very rare. Like only a select market gets the Matter Familiars. And Shane, I'm going to drink one with Shane here in the next few months because I'm planning a trip out
Come on.
there. No shit. I'm
And
going to be there.
legendary Johnny Boy.
I'm serious,
Legendary
too, man.
Johnny Boy. Can I get that beer
Separate-
too, or
Separate
Can I
trip?
get
No. You cannot get that beer unless you go visit this guy here. It's a separate trip. It's not going to be the same
You
trip
gotta go
that
work
I
early.
visit you, Alex. It's because he's in Arkansas. You're in New Jersey. It's a different road
This
trip.
one's
I give you a
this
pin
beer
down.
is only only
I give you
available
a
in
Sprite,
Missouri
yeah.
and Arkansas, maybe Oklahoma, like on the northeast side of Oklahoma. You can probably find it there too. But
Damn, that's awesome.
I'm just
though.
it's going to be in.
it's
I'm
a
gonna find it
world
in
class
Shane's
beer. though.
cellar when I go visit him. It's gonna be in the cellar.
I've got it when it was Matter Familius. They just changed a few years ago. They decided to not be as offensive because it used to be called MILF, Mother's Burning, you know.
Oh yeah, I know. what
But
those
anyway, it's 5 different barrels that they aged it in this imperial stout, and now they only put it in 4 barrels. They aged it. They brew the same imperial stout. It's a base beer, 11% ABV, and they cellar it then in 4 different barrels, and then after they cellar it, then they'll blend all those barrels together, cuvee them, and then they bottle it. And it is a complex beer. You think, yeah, right, exactly. You would think that it'd be a muddled mess, but once you get it, and it just blends so nice together. And you can get all of those barrels. The barrels that they use in this, let's see, Imperial Stout delivers intense roasted malt flavor of chocolate and dried fruit. Careful aging in bourbon, rye, brandy, and rum barrels. And the 5th barrel that they used to do it in was a sherry barrel also. And you would get all of those barrels. You really can get each of those. And it's been a little while since I've had this one. I think maybe a year. So this is out of the 4-pack that I bought a year ago. This is the second one. It's been sitting in my fridge since then. So 2020 doesn't give me exact date. But here we're going to pour it. It's a pretty dark beer. I've had this several times. It's one of my.
Nope, that looks like a porter to me. You got to go.
I look no, Porter's keep it up
It
there.
is.
I assure you, it's an imperial stout.
Pilsner. Yeah, I know.
It's
Been a
not.
Pilsner.
It's not a motor oil. Excuse me. It's definitely not motor oil. You can get. However, it is very dark.
Yeah.
To get my light turned here where I can see a little bit. And I really am not getting a whole lot of ruby redness under, down below here.
Looks pretty black.
Pretty dark. It doesn't have a lot of, there's no floaties in the bottom. There was, but I've already shaken the bottle. I always do this.
Oh, yeah.
Do a swish and pour. Get all them goodies in there. Don't be afraid of the goodies, y'all. That's the flavor. Don't be afraid of them. And
I'm not afraid. I dump everything.
I'm so scared.
Man, and just leaping out of the glass here is big dark fruits and raisin and plum. And that's what I always get from Matter Familias. If you like dark chocolate covered raisins, this will be a beer you would really dig. To get the bourbon barrel, this is toned even after just a year. The ABV is 11%, and it doesn't. You don't get it. You get the barrel, you smell it, but it's not burning. It's not fusel. Definitely get that bourbon. And I always get dark fruit from bourbon notes. I don't know why. I just always do. That's what hits me every time. The rye earthiness is definitely in there. It's hard to kind of smell rum, really, but you get a definite sugary taste in the rum in this. And that candied brandy.
Oh,
man, it's a really rich, luscious beer. It is definitely a MILF. I think Jay had a different name for it. Of course, he's not going to call it.
He's always got just like what was it? The founders DKML. I told him, I said, yeah, Dick Kick 'em Malt Liquor. And he was like, no, it's Dork Malt Liquor. Like, no, it's
I never
not.
had that. They don't have that.
No,
anymore.
it's not. It's like founders that it's not Dark Knight.
Jay called this because I sent him a bottle of this when it was MILF, and he reviewed it, and he said it was the Mother's Imperial Liquid Fantasy.
There you go. Yeah. Wow, that's pretty.
All right, man, my mouth is
I like
watering,
that.
so I'm going to dive in. Cheers, guys. Sorry it was so late to the party, but
That's
You're
okay,
good, buddy.
legendary.
You're good. I'm getting my ass kicked by a cat. Hopefully, it's not my turn.
You know, Shane. I really hope to meet you in person, my friend. I really do.
Bailey.
It's gonna be after I meet him. After I drink all of his good beer, you're gonna get sloppy seconds, Alex.
That doesn't matter. I enjoy beer no matter what.
man,
Appreciate it.
I'm enjoying this beer right now. This is a very tasty. There is no alcohol burn in this, man. Just after just a year, the ABV burn is gone, and all that's left is the complexity of those 4 barrels with chocolate, and it's just, man, it's like a dessert in a glass right here.
Heck yeah, buddy. So, Beer Master's turn, I think.
No, I want to listen to Shane. I think he still has more talk. So I don't know if he does.
You definitely get some coffee notes in there from the roastedness, but man, these 4 barrels are getting all of. I don't know if you would know it if someone didn't tell you there were 4 barrels, but if you know they're there, you look for them and you notice them. The suggestive, by suggestion. So maybe, you would get all these if you look for it. But if I didn't know they were there, I would think, well, this is a bourbon barrel aged beer, And I would think there was maybe something a little different, maybe rye bourbon barrel or something. But man, this is a fantastic beer. If you ever get a chance to try it, grab it. Because you know what? The 4-pack of this, 11%, 4 barrel, you know how much this costs? It's like $15, $16 for a 4-pack.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
No, that's a good deal.
Not bad.
Oh, no, it's a good
For a
deal.
4-pack. For a 4-pack. But
I would.
it used to be. It was $9.99 for years when I first bought it for several years. It was $9.99 for.
Alex, what are you talking? Alex is buying the KBS is $24.99. You got KBS out the ass over there, Alex. So it's cheaper than that.
Yeah, it's like $10 cheaper than.
True that, legendary Johnny boy.
Yeah, my KBS here is like $10, but whatever. It's just me.
Your KBS is $10, just the one bottle.
Yeah. No. For the 4-pack, the liquor store doesn't know what they have.
Yeah.
The distributors don't know what they're selling. It's $9.99 for the 4-pack, just like any of the other.
Now, Chadiel, what I want to know is why do I not see it stacked up in cases behind you right now? Then
I have a 4-pack so far in my cellar. I'm gonna get another 4-pack and cellar it too. I'll get one more 4-pack to share the love with other people. Let them buy it at the cheap price.
some folks say that KBS doesn't age very well, but I find that they age pretty well. I think I really do. The coffee maybe fades a little bit in some years. I don't think, like the 15s, they say it didn't age as well. So that's why I almost got that one tonight to see how it was doing after about 6 years. But anyway, they're fantastic. Whatever year, I don't know if that's true with everyone or not.
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt. Whoever's turn it is now. Go ahead.
No,
That's okay, Shane.
Thanks for joining
You
us.
came in. We
Yes,
want to hear
man.
about you. You know what I mean, Joey B?
Yeah.
Appreciate
Yeah,
But Alex, everybody's waiting on your score. For that
yeah.
Are
it. I'm sorry, but I wanted to hear Shane. That's what he's important because
Well,
he's my buddy too. So, let's get into that now. I don't know. I think it's good beer as I'm drinking it, but I do not like that bitterness. I think that's what the legendary BuMpY has. And you can't taste coffee. You cannot taste coffee. See, that's the problem. I bet you, it's good. It's delish, but I don't like. I want to have it more sweet. I wanted to have a little bit more sweetness. It was a little bit more dryness paired to, other stouts. Because I expect stouts to be delish, and again, every stout can't be perfect. Again, this is a brand new beer, or at least similar to a brand new beer. I mean, I've never heard of it until I hanged out with BuMpY or drank it right now. I've never had it until now, so I do like blueberries, but you can't taste any coffee. You can't taste any sweetness. Hoping the next time I try this, I hope they put more coffee and put a little bit of blueberry and give it more sweetness. Then I would give it a high rating. And it's also dry too. It's a good beer, but like I said, I'd rather have more sweetness and more coffee.
So
And have that coffee flavor. You cannot have a coffee. So legendary BuMpY. Would you agree with me on that? If you remember, it's been a year since you drank it, but
Yeah, I just left actually in the chat. That's my review of the beer that you just did.
yeah. So
crap.
most likely
I'll
BuMpY's
watch
going to
it
tell you
later.
the same similar thing that I've said. Not so.
But Alex,
cool.
I want to know what Alex the Beer Master thinks of it. I don't care
Yeah.
what BuMpY thinks of it.
Well, I know, but you know what? I'm going to give this beer. It's a good beer, but like I said, I'd rather have it more coffee, a little bit more sweetness than bitter,
So
and a little bit dryness. I don't like the dryness at all. Even though I drink New England IPAs, the dryness of that is a totally different situation. I still like those kind of beers.
right.
So that doesn't bother me because it still has that orange, juicy taste. So I hoping in the future, try this again. It'll be better. I'm going to give this beer, and this is the first time, I'm going to give it a 60.
What?
60
All right.
to
Okay.
Fifty.
Okay.
yeah,
Wow.
60 to a 70 because
No. See, you're doing what I told you.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, so,
That's it.
so I'm going to hit
60.
so
A
I'm going to hit
60 is a
60.
D, a 70 is a C. That's a huge difference, Alex. What is it?
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it a 60. I'm going to give it a 60, and hoping the next time around when I try this beer, it'll be better, and maybe it'll be an 80 or a 90 if
Yeah,
it has that flavor that I love. So
Unless they
Till
change
then.
the recipe.
yeah, if they change the recipe.
If
So
I give something
right
60, I
now-
ain't drinking it again.
No, I will try it again just to see if there's any other changes. But for right
There's so
now,
many other beers, Alex. If it's get something else. Screw
Yeah.
it.
oh, trust me.
Yeah, I think
I am the beer master. I will be
honestly
getting more
think
stuff.
Alex is pretty damn close to probably what I said about it. I didn't like that beer.
All right. Well,
It's
Alex, I'm
I'm
not.
gonna- it is staying a 60. Johnny boy, if you want to try it, please do. Give it a shot. I want your opinion on it.
No.
Well, Alex,
Other than that,
there's only one
other
way
than
I'm
that-
never going to try that beer is if you send it to me. Because if I see it, I ain't going to buy it. If it gets a 60 from you and you.
BuMpY could probably get it because it's from the
I
same
don't want
brewery from Cape May Brewing.
I don't want to get it.
So, all right. So
And
yeah.
if you send
If
if
you
you
wanna-
get that beer and send it to me, I'm going to be very unhappy with you.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not sending you this beer. You've already
Certain
tried
things that you
it.
just don't want to put in your mouth ever again. That was one of those things.
Well, like I said, if I try it again, it's good. Then I'll send it to you. But if it's still
No.
nasty,
That beer is never going to be good. Trust me.
yeah, so at 60 it is. I'm sorry. Now I'm sorry that I'm putting night shift down, but I love night shift beers.
It's night shift
So-
coffee with Cape May's beer.
That's Cape May beer.
Yeah, but Cape May beers have been good so far. So obviously, this one just happens to be not good.
Yeah,
because-
not every brewery, even the best breweries, they still make beers that.
Fall short.
Wow. All right.
So at 60 it is. I'm sorry to disappoint, but hey, as
I'm not
let's
You
do
didn't
it.
disappoint. The Brewers did.
I'm actually very exhilarated right now that you gave a. I don't think I've ever seen you give a beer a 60 before. So I'm kind of makes me feel very good inside.
Well, no, because I gotta say the facts. I gotta say what I feel.
That's beer.
You're not gonna always hear a beer from 60 from me all the time. It all depends on how any beer it is. Stouts are delicious, and this stout here, I don't know why it wasn't that good. Because most stouts I drink are delish, and you know that.
That's right. Well, when you're drinking,
I'll tell you
kid,
what, it wasn't that good because they fucked up on the recipe.
So I'm gonna finish this.
Oh,
I'm gonna finish this. It's 60. It is, and Food Friday is donuts and donut beer or stouts, whatever you can bring, and that's that. And Johnny Boy can plug his thing because he's here. So,
I'm not plugging anything when it comes to
you
me.
get what I mean, BuMpy. You're a cheers.
This is
Thank you.
All right. So, all right. So, doesn't Chatio? Who's still got a?
I'm up. No,
Okay.
the spear. I like this spear, and I don't give a shit. InBev brews it now because you know what? This is just as good as I remember it from 10 years ago.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, nothing has changed in it. I'm a Reese's peanut butter cup fiend. That is my favorite candy of all time, and that's what I'm getting from this beer. And I'm really loving this beer. The dark chocolate notes with a little bit of bitterness, the peanut butter in it, it's very perfect. With that being said, I'm going to score it a 97 out of 100.
Woo. Wow.
Yeah, I love it.
That is a good beer.
I love it. Anyone know SNL?
Oh yeah.
Love it. All right.
That's like Stewart, right?
No, what? It was like Sherry O'Terry. She's like, I love it, I love it, I love it. Or not Sherry, Molly Shannon, I think.
Molly Shannon.
Yeah, Molly Shannon did it, yeah. All right. And then pass the torch to
Shane.
My turn again. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
catch
all
it. There you go.
right. Man, this is awesome beer. You know, as it warms, I get all the barrels. I'll taste rum, and then I'll taste the bourbon, then I'll taste the earthy rye and the pininess in there, and then the dark chocolate and the raisins and the dark fruits you get from this. This is a fantastic beer. Like I said, it's still, you know, I've had it so many times I already know where I'm going to go with it and what I've done with this several times that I've ever had it on like Stout Sunday or whatever. See if it regenerates a little bit.
Well done.
For 11% for, you know, a year-old beer. Not too bad. It's still got carbonation in it. It's fantastic. And, you know, I'd like to do a vertical of these. I've got several of them, and if I can get some people to come help me sometime, I'll do a vertical of these. But I can't do that by myself, or I'll be face down in the floor.
I'll help you out with that.
Come on. All right.
This
y'all
year.
keep saying it.
It's happening this year. I'm taking a week off. We're not doing our normal vacation this year. I'm taking off a week in either April or May, and I'll be there.
Right on, man.
I'll be there.
We'll drink beer. Yeah.
Just call my name, and I'll be there.
Great beer, man. This is 100, obviously. You know, man. You would be disappointed if I said it was a 99, but because it's not a 99. This is 100. This is 100 easy. This is one of my favorite beers. It matches up with Goose Island Bourbon County Brand Stout. I've done blind taste tests with it and with Ozark, you know, some other Imperial and KBS, and Mother's always this always stacks up with them. It's right there with them, if not a little bit better than some of them, in my opinion. Yeah. For the price, for the value of it, especially. So if you're in Springfield, Missouri, I'm not a rep from Mother's Brewery, but I have drank a lot of their beers, and this is a world class right here.
Right.
Awesome.
And that's my story.
Sweet. Well, thank you for joining us on very short notice.
I love it.
Yeah, I just hopped on and saw you guys.
Wrote a live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Bourbon Road. I mean, it's I don't know.
Awesome.
There's so much good about it, but then there's so much not good about it because I know what I was shooting for. and it didn't reach the potential of what I thought it could be. But it does drink fairly easy. For one thing, it was supposed to be a 10% ABV, so 8.5%. That's already a disappointment. But that's still Imperial, so it still reached that mark. It tastes decent. It's easy to drink. The wife liked it. And Nelly liked it. I like it, but it's still not what I was hoping out of it. I'm going to give it a 94 out of 100.
Fair.
So
That's fair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's there's nothing wrong with it if you just have it and you're not really expecting it. It's like it's a good Imperial Stout. It's just not up to what I was thinking when I built it.
Yeah.
That's all basically.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'm looking at it like, okay, well, I don't know what the ABV. When I drink it, I'm like, this is what it is. So the ABV is this. The barrel. It is what it is. You're looking at it like this is what I wanted to brew it at, but it didn't quite come out at that. So you're knocking points off where I can't knock points off because I'm not the one that had the original specs in front of me. And for what I got, I was very pleased with it. I think even though it didn't come out exactly as you wanted, it's still pretty damn good. And I'll take a.
Oh no, it's a very drink. I mean, I've had some stouts and stuff that I've been very disappointed with from breweries where I bought their product and it's like, So I mean, this one definitely stacks up with that. Based off those.
There's still. Hey, and
was it worse than this beer?
Hell no, Alex. You kidding me?
No, man.
I mean, I tell you, like BuMpY sent. I've gotten to try a lot of his home brews.
Yeah.
Because he sent me a lot, and I'll tell you, my least favorite was actually the Trish the Dish. It's still great. That was my least favorite beer. The beer that he had tonight was probably my second or third favorite. My favorite BuMpY beer. And you may be surprised by this, BuMpY, but I thought it was awesome, and I think I gave it a 99. The Ghost Smoke Telly Porter was freaking phenomenal.
Wow.
Best porter I've ever had. No joke.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. It's like you're a home brewer. You're going to be so critical of your brews if you have to score.
You should be.
And that's why I would rough up mine. And then, Thrash Metal reviewed my third variant of my winter ale. And I was like, oh, he's going to trash it. And he scored it higher than the second one, which I thought was a better version. So I'm like, damn, what the heck? So,
well, that's the thing. Well, Nelly's never had my vanilla Telly Porter. That's the other thing.
I can tell you, BuMpY.
I like my vanilla Telly Porter. I think that's the
I've
best
never tried your Telly Porter.
But the Ghost Smoke's probably my second favorite.
Alex is like, BuMpY. I haven't had BuMpY.
Yeah. I see your hand, Alex.
Alex is like,
just saying the fact. I've tried your Telly Porter when it came to the Trish to Dish.
But that wasn't Telly Porter. That was a totally different recipe.
Yeah.
So I need to try all your Telly Porter beers then.
Yeah, Telly Porter is something else. I've been working on the Telly Porter for years.
Well, I want to review it, and I bet you all love it. So I am the beer master, just like Johnny Boy is.
I am.
I'm turning into a pumpkin the later it gets. I'm really turning into a pumpkin at this point.
We gotta. I'm gonna end this guy. I want to thank my panel for showing up for this very special episode of After Dark Beers.
I love it.
Blame this one on Nelly.
And me.
Cheers! Cheers to the chat as well. Thank you guys for just spontaneously showing up. The viewers, whoever was watching this shit this late. Wow, it's a fucking odd world that we live in.
Blame me too, because I wanted to do it.
I mean, Shane Fudge just showing up out of the
blue. I showed up on off air, and then BuMpY's like, "Hey, do you have a dark beer?" I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "We're about to do After Dark." I was like, "Crap." Yeah. Then I'm like,
Chatio just coming in. Josh originally said he was going to join, and then chicken shitted out.
The liquor.
You know, go watch whenever Josh starts up his YouTube channel. Last beer, you know.
Yes, please. Yeah, I'm gonna be watching the hell out of that. It's gonna be fun.
No, I can understand Josh though, because he's got to work tomorrow, and basically everything he had was like very large in ABV
15
and very large bottles. He didn't have like small
alcohol.
So I wouldn't want. I wouldn't want
Yeah.
12% alcohol beer that I have to drink like 3 glasses. Well, screw that.
He made a good choice.
I wouldn't have spoken and said, "BuMpY, please do this." If I had worked, trust me, because that would be stupid.
Yeah, no, you were that. You were definitely that driving force when you said, "Oh, I got this." Okay, well, if Alex is gonna have another beer, we're gonna do this. If it was just John, I'd do it. You know,
Tomorrow's my Monday, so whatever. I don't care. It's my Monday.
Yeah,
My Monday's pretty easy.
Let's go ahead and end this one, and we'll join up on different things going on throughout the week. So I'll catch you guys later. I'm gonna be heading off to bed myself. I'm freaking.
Yeah,
I'm working on 20. I've been up for 21 and a half hours at this point, so I'm pretty damn tired.
There you go. Yep. Cheers, chat. Cheers, everyone watching the VOD.
Cheers, everybody watching. Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
In broadcast.